Hmm. So last class we have seen some PHP stuffs, very basic stuffs. So we will continue with that. So in last class we talked about slash n. Hmm. So it is actually a line change character, and it is used when we are using double quotes actually. So for example, suppose you want to display message like echo some message, maybe hi something. So you may write slash n and then double quote, then okay, sorry, I forgot to do that. So you can display message like with the help of echo, you know already that. So you can use slash n for line change in double quote. Actually in single quote it will not work. Okay, so we have seen this in previous class. Then you have to use br tag there, uh, and let's say welcome. Another message is that welcome to PHP, this way. uh, if you put slash n also there and slash n also there, so now when you have used slash n, so this output will be displayed like that. I'm just saying that hi, you will get some message when you will run a script writing these two commands, and then this text, because of this slash n, which is interpreted as a new line character, so this message will appear in the next line, like similar to like that, welcome to PHP. And again, because of this lesson character, line change will take place. And then if you display something else in next line or next after some time, that thing will be displayed in the new line. Okay, so this lesson character will only work with double quote. Okay, so that just I want to make it clear to you. Okay, so now we will see some more thing. We were seeing some operators in previous class. Hmm? So we will continue with that, but before going to that, I will just uh, let you know that you can also define some constants in PHP. So let's see how you define a constant in PHP. So to define a constant in PHP, you need to use define statement, similar to the similar to the example that I am going to give you. So let's say suppose you want to define a constant pi. Okay, so you can do that this like that, define in the double quote. You need to provide the name of the constant, identifier you can say, then you need to provide the value, let's say 3.1415926.535. So and semicolon, and usually you need to put this line in the beginning of the script. Okay, it is not necessary, but now this is the notation where you define a constant. So now in your expression you can use this pi as a constant. For example, you can display echo, let's say you are having some constant, some variable x into pi. So the value of x will be multiplied with this constant pi. Okay, now in this way, when you define a constant, then this constant name is case sensitive, ध्यान रखना है. So this definition is case sensitive. What that means? That means that the things are different. Following things are different. I have used here capital letters and these are suppose small letters. So this will work, but this will not work because we are using here small case letters. Okay, so you need to remember that what identifier you are putting, only that identifier you need to use, and that identifier name will be case sensitive if you are defining like that. Okay, now there is one more option in PHP. If you want to make this constant as case insensitive, that means case should not matter, then you can use this another alternate of this definition. So you can define the same constant using the syntax that I am going to give you as follows, which is as follows. You just need to use define, which is a keyword, and then you need to provide pi, okay, and then value of the pi. I am not repeating the value, that is you can understand from there, pi value, and just now you need to write here true. When you will define your constant in this way, your constant pi will become case insensitive. Okay, now pi is a case insensitive constant. Okay, so if you want to make your constant case insensitive, you can use true here. Otherwise, if you do not worry about whether it should be case sensitive or case insensitive, you can use the previous definition that I have shown to you. Okay, so it depends on you what you want. Now I don't think that I should repeat that why we need to define a constant. क्या आप में से कोई बता सकता है why we need to define constants? Why we cannot define a variable named with pi? We can also achieve the same thing with the help of a variable that is defined as this name. You can do like that also. If you need, you can define variable, let's say pi equal to, and you initialize that variable with the value of pi. And you can also do this the same as well as, if you need, you can also do that. Then why it is necessary to define a constant? Can somebody tell me why we don't use this kind of stuff for defining some constants like pi or something else? कोई बताएगा? Okay, good. Okay, so I think सब लोगों ने सुन लिया होगा. The reason behind is that if we define a constant like that, try to define the constant like that, और variable की मदद से हम ये काम करने की कोशिश करेंगे, then it may be the case that at some place by accidentally you may change the value of this constant, and generally we define the constant with the assumption in mind that this value is not going to change. If we are using a constant in our expression or in our web page somewhere, then we have inbuilt assumption that this value is not going to change. But if you will do this with the help of a variable, you will implement or define the constant with the help of a variable, then it may be the case that at some place accidentally you may change the value of the variable. Okay, and then it may lead to some wrong results. So that's why we define constant, so that accidentally we can remove the possibility of any kind of accidental change in the value of this pi kind of entities, you can say. Okay, so that's why we define constants. It is very simple. Nothing is very new. If you have studied any programming language, then you may be knowing this fact. Okay, so we have seen some arithmetic constants in earlier class. So now we will see some more constants sorry, some more operators actually. So let's see some assignment operators that are that have been defined by PHP. So you just need to remember those operators. Usually these you may be already familiar with these operators, because many programming languages defines operators in this way, assignment operators actually. You know, this operator is called assignment operator, है ना? Now similar to other programming language, PHP also defines some different kind of assignment operators that will be very helpful for you, or it sometimes may make your code concise. So this is one operator. Let me plus equal to. What is the meaning of that? So suppose if you write x plus equal to 5, that means we are writing actually x equal to x plus 5, where x is some variable. Okay, आप सब लोग जानते होंगे इसका मीनिंग. x प्लस इक्वल टू 5 का मतलब क्या होता है कि x की वैल्यू में 5 जोड़ करके वापस x को असाइन कर देना है. दैट मीन्स दिस इज द थिंग. सो रादर देन राइटिंग दिस वी कैन यूज this. Okay, so both are equivalent actually. So this operator actually is shortened kind of notation for this one. Then you have minus equal to. So you will have x minus equal to 5 means x equal to x minus 5. Okay, then you also have multiplication equal to, and the meaning of this is, let me write first x multiplication equal to 5. What does it mean? We can make it like that, x equal to x into 5. Okay, so both are equivalent. तो आप चाहे ऐसे लिखिए या ऐसे लिखिए, ये थोड़ा सा कंसाइज वे है लिखने का. सो दीज आर द ऑप्शंस फॉर यू. आपको फोर्स नहीं कर सकते, यू कैन यूज दिस एक्सप्रेशन ऑल्सो. देन वी ऑल्सो हैव स्लैश इक्वल टू. दिस इज फॉर डिवीजन एक्चुअली. सो इट मीन्स x equal to x divided by 5. Then similar thing we also have for modulus. It means ठीक है, very simple. So there are some more variant. There is one more important operator, that is dot equal to. So this is actually dot. This dot is concatenation operator. So the meaning of this is like that. Let me demonstrate it with an example. So suppose that you have a string $a equals no and then some space, and now let's say you write $a dot, sorry draw हो गया, dot equal to WORRIES, no worries. ठीक है. So can you tell me what will be the content of A? The content of A will be no worries, है ना. नो स्पेस है, यहाँ पे मैंने स्पेस लिखा हुआ है, सो नो वरीज. this is the actually value of a, I am writing like that. सो हाउ इट इज़ हैपनिंग एक्चुअली. सो आप क्या कर रहे हैं, एक ही वैल्यू में ये वाला स्ट्रिंग कॉन्केटनेट कर रहे हैं. जैसे यहाँ हम ऐड कर रहे थे ना, या मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे थे इन एक्सप्रेशंस में, तो सेम उसी तरीके का रेप्लिकेशन आपने इस ऑपरेटर में किया हुआ है. ओके, सो इसका मतलब है कि ए में आप इसकी जगह पे, यहाँ पे मैंने डायरेक्ट स्ट्रिंग लिखा है. यू कैन ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड सम अदर स्ट्रिंग वेरिएबल. लेट्स से यू माइट हैव स्टोर्ड वरीज इनटू ए वेरिएबल बी. सो व्हाट विल हैपन देन, ए और बी के दोनों कंटेंट को कॉन्केटनेट करके वापस ए को असाइन कर दिया जाएगा. सो दिस ऑपरेटर ऑल्सो वर्क्स विथ कॉन्केटनेशन. सो ये आपने अदर प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में नहीं देखा होगा, बट PHP हैव दिस ऑपरेटर. There are some other variants of this operators for logical operators also, but we will not discuss them. Okay, so these are the assignment operators. Then you also have decrement and increment operators. Decrement and increment operators like double plus and double minus one, double minus. So you might be knowing that these variables have two variants. Sorry, these operators have two variants, post and pre. Okay, so like for example, if you write some, let's say dollar is some integer variable, then dollar a plus plus, so this is called post increment. And you might have, this is called pre increment. Okay, 1 minute. डॉटर है तो थोड़ा चलिए. सो प्री एंड पोस्ट इंक्रीमेंट यू नो ऑलरेडी. Similarly, you have pre and post increment for subtraction also, so you know how these operator works. Then string operator. So for concatenating string, you have dot operator and p dot operator. So this operator is known as string concatenation operator. Concatenation, sorry, operator. Okay, so you know what this operator does. It concatenates two strings that are given as input to this operator. Okay, so it is quite simple, and but this operator is very often used very often in your web pages when you develop them. Then we also have some bitwise operator in PHP. Again, the operators are same. You might be familiar with these operators, but let me introduce with these operators. So you have bitwise AND operation. So capital A है and this is called bitwise AND. Sorry, not this one. You have AND operator. This is bitwise AND, and this is bitwise OR operator. Then this is bitwise XOR operator. Sometimes people call it JOR operator, but I like to tell it XOR. Then this is NOT operator. So let me write. So I am not using the bitwise term. This is AND operator. So AND operator means bitwise AND. I am talking about bitwise, not logical. Okay. So this is bitwise AND operator. So let me write bitwise, otherwise you will become confused. Bitwise AND. Then this is bitwise OR. This is bitwise XOR, and this is not bitwise, है ना? So what is the meaning of bitwise? That means these operators actually operates bit by bit. So आप जानते हैं bitwise and bitwise और कैसे काम करते हैं. So let me just give you one example. 1011 and suppose you have 1011, and if you are told that so this is the content of, let's say, variable a, and this is the content of variable b, and you want to find out bitwise a and b. ठीक है, आप इनका बिटवाइज एंड ऑपरेशन करना चाहते हो. तो एंड ऑपरेशन में क्या होता है? इफ बोथ वैल्यू आर 1 एंड यू विल गेट 1, if any one of them is 0, you will get 0. So this will be the output. So you will get 1 0 0 1. ठीक है. So अगर now suppose that generally you do not store the value in this way. So actually आप क्या करते हैं? जनरली इंटीजर वैल्यू स्टोर करते हैं. लेट्स से सो ए में आपका कंटेंट क्या था? what is the this number? Can you tell me? How much this one? 11. How much this? 9 है ना. तो आपके कंटेंट ये थे, आउटपुट ये है. सो ये क्यों आ रहा है आउटपुट? बिकॉज दिस ऑपरेटर वर्क्स ऑन बिट्स. सो दैट मीन्स दीज नंबर्स एक्चुअली अल्टीमेटली आपको मालूम है कि दीज नंबर्स आर स्टोर्ड इन फ्रॉम अ बाइनरी इन द मेमोरी, एंड इन द मेमोरी द बिटवाइज ऑपरेशन विल बी डन. It will be done, ending will be done on bits. So you will get this number. Okay. So whenever you want to have some functional requirement that requires bitwise operations, you can use these bitwise operators. There are two more operators, that is left shift and right shift. So this is left shift. We call it shift left, and this is right shift or shift right. ठीक है. सो आपको मालूम होगा कि एक नंबर को लेफ्ट साइड शिफ्ट करते हैं तो क्या होता है? if you shift number by 1 bit position left wise, then number is multiplied by 2, है ना. सिमिलरली राइट शिफ्ट करते हैं तो वो डिवाइड हो जाता है. सो दिस इज हैपनिंग बिकॉज ऑफ weighted nature of binary number system. Okay. So sometimes these operations are used to achieve multiplication and division. So these are some of the operators. Now we have not discussed the logical operators. So let's talk about the logical operators. Okay, so the logical operators operates on logical values. ठीक है. So logical operators operates on logical, or you can say boolean values. ठीक है. So you have two boolean values in PHP, ट्रू एंड फॉल्स. सो आप कैपिटल में भी लिख सकते हैं, नो प्रॉब्लम. सो दीज आर द टू बूलियन वैल्यूज दैट यू कैन वर्क with. Okay, so now logical operators can actually work on any expression that results in either true or false actually. Okay, and these operators actually can be used to combine two or more logical operators. So you have the logical operators. The commonly used logical operators are and, or, not. So let me come to that. So first logical operator is and. You can write it like this way, or there actually, so these logical operators can be used in PHP in two ways. Either you can use this and, or you can use this. So both are AND operators. There is one difference between them. We will talk about them after a while. Then you have or this one. Okay, this is XOR. XOR के लिए alternate notation नहीं है. This is only the, this is not operator. One minute, sorry. I have developed actually allergy, so there is some issue with it. Okay, so these are the logical operators that you have. Now you can see that there are two alternatives for logical AND operation. You can use these one, or you can use these one. So PHP is generally you do not have these kind of steps in other language, but PHP have this option that either you can use this one as an AND operator or this one. Work of both of these operators are same. So that means both are exactly same, but the difference is in priority. This operator have high priority, and if you use AND in this way, this is having low priority. Okay, so whenever you do not want to use parenthesis, you can use logical operator, this one. Okay, so these operators have high priority, these operators having low priority. So okay, so whenever you want to use these operators that should have low priority, you can use this one, this variant, or if you want to use some place where you want that your logical operator should have high priority, you can use this variant. Okay, this is just one. Either हालांकि दोनों का जो वर्किंग है that is exactly same, है ना. So जो आप लॉजिकल और एंड ऑपरेटर जानते हैं, so for example, let's say you write $A and B and A where are some variables, then the truth table will be, let me write it T for true and F for false. Okay, so true, false, true, and false. So you know that यहाँ पे ऐसे लिखते हैं इसको $A and $B. यहाँ पे वेरिएबल लिखना पड़ेंगे अलग अलग, ठीक है. सो यू विल हैव ट्रू हियर, false. So you know that when in case of AND operation we only get true when both operands are true. Otherwise, if at least one is false, then outcome is false. So in case of OR operator, you know that if at least one is true, then your outcome will be true, and you will get false only when both of them are false. And XOR operation और NOT operation के बारे में आप पहले से ही जानते हैं. What are the meaning of these operators are? ठीक है. So generally these operators are used to combine the logical expressions in the actually control structures that we are going to study next. Okay, so these were the logical operations that you have in PHP. Now let's talk about the control structures that PHP offers, or you can say that decision making structure, control structures. So control structures are the structures that actually are used to control the flow of एग्जीक्यूशन, है ना, यू नो ऑलरेडी दैट. सो control structures are used to provide actually, or you can say that you can have two kind of control structure. One is control structure for decision making, and another kind of control structure that you can use is used for looping. Okay, so पहले हम decision making structures की बात कर लेते हैं. So in case of PHP, like other similar languages, you also have decision making structure. So first is if, okay, and let me write down the syntax of if structure. You need to use keyword if, and then here you need to provide a decision variable. So that decision variable may be a single variable, or it can be an expression. It may be a relational expression, or it may be a logical expression. So logical expression means an expression that contains at least one logical operator. So you will have some condition there, and then within the curly braces you will have a block. So we will call it if block. Okay, now let me tell you one more thing, the comments that you can use in PHP. So in PHP you can use two kind of comments that are used in C as well. This is single line comment. This notation is used for single line comment. And if you want to provide multi-line comment, you can use this structure. Okay, this is multi-line comment. ठीक है. However, अगर आपको एक ही लाइन का कमेंट प्रोवाइड करें तब भी आप इसे यूज़ कर सकते हैं. ऐसा कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हम इसे सिंगल लाइन में ही कर सकते हैं. जैसे मैंने यहाँ ये कमेंट लिखा है, आई कुड हैव ऑल्सो रिटन लाइक दैट. ठीक है. सो एग्जैक्टली सी टाइप के कमेंट ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल हैं आपके पास. मैंने सिर्फ इसलिए बता दिया कि दिस इज़ ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट and this is actually useful whenever you want to provide some information about your code that you are using, that can be used that can be helpful for the person that are doing testing of your code, or who that are going to maintain your code. So let's come back to the if block. So in if block, what you have keyword if, then you have a condition that will either be true or false, and you will have a code there. Okay, so now when this condition becomes true, this code will be executed, otherwise this code will be skipped. So this is how if condition or this structure works. Now there may be one more variant of this structure. You can have if, then you can have condition, then you have if block. So here you can put some piece of code for the logic requirement that need to be implemented when condition becomes true, and if condition becomes false, then you can provide some alternate piece of code that need to be run. Okay, so we call it else block. So in previous block only you are having one option, that if this condition becomes true, you need to do this, otherwise don't do anything. But there may be some scenario where you want that if this condition fulfills, you do need to do this, otherwise you need to do something else. So now you can put condition there, and when condition becomes true, what you need to do, you can specify the task there, and if condition doesn't match, then what you need to do, you can specify here. So this is the else if structure. So it actually gives you two ways, either आप इस ये पाथ फॉलो करिए और ये पाथ फॉलो करिए, बट एटलीस्ट एक पाथ आपको फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. चाहे तो आप ये वाला कोड एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे या ये वाला कोड एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे. Okay, now there is one more extension of this, that is called else if ladder. ठीक है. तो जैसे else if ladder C में अवेलेबल थी वैसे ही PHP में भी आपके पास else if ladder अवेलेबल है. The syntax is as follows. If suppose you want that if certain condition message, let's say condition 1, if this condition becomes true, you need to do this task. ठीक है. let me write task 1. ठीक है. so जो भी task 1 के लिए लॉजिक रिक्वायर्ड है you will put there. अगर ये कंडीशन मैच नहीं होती है देन आप चाहते हैं कि अगर दूसरी कंडीशन हो, दैट मीन्स अगर ये ना हो तो ऐसा हो, else if. ये ध्यान रखना ये सिंगल वर्ड है इसमें. ठीक है, स्पेस नहीं है. else if you need to check कंडीशन 2. अगर ये कंडीशन फुलफिल होती है देन यू नीड टू लेट्स से परफॉर्म टास्क 2. नहीं तो अगर ये दोनों ही फुलफिल नहीं होती हैं देन यू कैन परफॉर्म टास्क 3 इफ कंडीशन 3 इज become or condition 3 happens actually. So you can do task 3. If it also doesn't happen, or that means this condition also doesn't become true, then you can have a lot of steps there. Then again you can have else if, then maybe condition, let's say m, and you need to do task m. okay, so either you might end your structure here, or sometimes you may also like that कि इनमें से total m conditions है, no condition matches, then you may need to do something default, that is some default task we can say. ठीक है. So that means none of the condition matches, then you need to do this. So अगर आपके पास default task option में नहीं है then you can drop this part, otherwise you can specify some default task there. So this is how your else if structure works. I think we do not need to give us any example. जैसे एक काम मैं ऐसे कर सकता हूँ कि सपोज आपका एक if let's say आप जैसे ग्रेडिंग करते हैं तो ग्रेडिंग में लिखा some let's say marks is some variable. So if marks greater than let's say 90, grade equal to some variable है, ग्रेड आप उसे असाउन कर रहे हैं आउटस्टैंडिंग. है ना. else if marks लेस देन, यहाँ ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू कर देते हैं, लेस देन 90 एंड लेट्स से मार्क्स ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 80. ठीक है, 80 से 90 के बीच है. देन लेट्स से यू से दैट यू हैव ग्रेड A प्लस, लेट मी मेक स्मॉल, ग्रेड इक्वल टू A प्लस, है ना. सो इन दिस वे आप कई सारे ग्रेड्स हैं वो दिखा सकते हैं, और फाइनली कोई भी ना मैच हो तो आप कह सकते हैं कि ग्रेड इक्वल टू F, समथिंग लाइक दैट. तो बहुत सारी ग्रेड्स हैं जो आप इसमें इस तरीके से रेंजेस के बेस पर लॉजिक लगा सकते हैं. दिस इज वन एग्जांपल ऑफ else if ladder. So these are the structures that are very often you may be using in your source code. Okay, now one more structure that is that you are going to have is switch state, switch. So जो काम आप else if में लिख रहे थे इसी को हम और बेटर वे में लिख सकते हैं, that is with the help of switch expression. So the switch statement have following structure, and it is almost it is exactly similar to actually the switch statement that is used in C. So let's say you have some decision variable here. Let me write the name of variable, decision variable. Then so you have some decision variable there, and then you have very multiple cases on the basis of decision variables value. So let's say case I am just writing here expression 1. So expression 1 means decision variable is going to take some values 1. So let's write value rather than using some expression. So this decision variable may have multiple values, and on the basis of values we can specify different cases. So case 1, then you can do you can specify what we need to do, and you will also need to put a break there. Then अच्छा ये केस का C स्मॉल है, ध्यान रखना. केस let's say you have value 2 colon, then you can specify some piece of code that need to be executed, then break, and so on. Let's say this variable going to take m different values, so you have value m. Okay, and then you need to do this break. And sometimes you can also define a default action कि इनमें से कोई भी वैल्यू मैच ना करे, देन बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट आपको ये काम करना है. सो दिस इज डिफ़ॉल्ट टास्क, लेट मी पुट लाइक दिस. ठीक है. सो हालांकि ये डिफ़ॉल्ट ऑप्शन ऑप्शनल है, सो you might not have this in sometimes, but if you have, then this will be like that. So now how this structure will work? On the basis of this variable, this structure will work. So for example, this variable takes this value, then you will execute this case and you will go out from this. If your decision variable doesn't take this value, it takes this value, then you will skip this part, you will execute this part, and because of this break you will come out from this structure, and so on. So whatever value this variable take, the corresponding case will be cases code you will execute. And if this variable doesn't have any of the value from these values between value 1 to up to value m, then you will execute this default one and then will come out. Now it is important to remember that I have already also told you when we discussed JavaScript, this break statement is very important. If you will lose, you forgot to put this break statement there, then what will happen? The continuous values, continuous cases will be executed. For example, suppose you forgot this break statement, then this whatever the condition is, value suppose case 2 matches, then both the case will be executed. And अगर आपने यहाँ भी break नहीं लगाया तो value this one and third will be match and so on. ठीक है. सो इसमें आपको केयरफुली रखना है कि अगर आप चाहते हैं कि केवल एक ही केस एग्जीक्यूट हो तो हर एक केस पे आपको ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा, और डिफ़ॉल्ट में आखिर में ब्रेक की ज़रूरत नहीं होती है. Okay, so this is how your case statement works. So same example you can also implement using this. ठीक है. For example, like you can have a case like that. Let me give a good simple example. Switch, let's say you have a variable day, okay, and let's say this variable this variable can have value 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. So let me, if means 1, I assume that this is Sunday, and 2 that means Monday, and so on. Okay, so you will write case. So let's say if I have value 1, that means I will display echo today is Sunday, है ना, and then break, something like that. Then case 2 echo today is Monday. अच्छा, आप स्लैश एन लगाना चाहें लगा सकते हैं, मैंने नहीं लगाया है. ब्रेक. ठीक है, इस तरीके से आप बाकी के सारे केसेस डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. दिस इज़ वन एग्जांपल ऑफ स्विच. फाइनली आप सैटरडे वाले केस को डिफ़ॉल्ट में डाल सकते हैं, 6-7 को नहीं डालना चाहें नहीं डालें. सो दिस इज़ हाउ यू कैन यूज स्विच स्टेटमेंट. Now let's talk about for loop statement, looping statement in PHP. So PHP have 4 loops actually. There are 4 kind of loops that are available with PHP. Some of the loops you might be already aware about them. Like you have for loop, then you have while loop, and then third loop you have do while loop, and then there is one more loop for each loop. ठीक है. सो आई थिंक वी विल डिस्कस, हमारे पास ज़्यादा समय नहीं है, सो वी विल नॉट बी एबल टू डिस्कस ऑल दीज 4 loops. So it will be a good idea that if it will be better if we discuss all these 4 loops, all these 4 loops in a single flow. ठीक है. So we will discuss these loops in next class. Okay. हालांकि that is not very